WWE is constantly churning out new stories and rivalries to keep fans entertained. While a 1 to 2 month period is the average length for most storylines, sometimes they can go on a little longer than expected. Take a look back at 10 of the greatest long-term storylines ever presented in the WWE. Ric Flair's retirement. Vince McMahon gave Ric Flair an ultimatum. Lose a singles match, and then you'll be forced into retirement. The result of this led into a months-long retirement tour that saw Flair rise to prominence in the WWE once again. He battled against the likes of McMahon, Triple H, and Umaga before getting challenged at WrestleMania 24 by Shawn Michaels. The match was an instant classic and a fitting way to end the long-celebrated career of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. The Undertaker and Kane. The saga of The Undertaker and Kane seemed like it was pulled straight out of the soap opera with some Inferno matches tacked on. Dead parents, feuding brothers, murderous revelations, WrestleMania matches. Their feud in 1997 and 1998 was just not enough. They rehashed things again in 2010 by battling in a Hell in a Cell match and a Buried Alive match to end their long-running feud once and for all. SmackDown vs. Raw. Ever since the first brand extension in 2002, the superstars on SmackDown and Raw have been involved in bitter rivalries against each other. There have been Survivor Series team matches, inter-promotional WrestleMania matches, and plenty of shocking twists during the live draft show. The whole battle was the premise for several WWE video games and even led to the Bragging Rights pay-per-view, where each brand fought for supremacy. Edge vs. John Cena. Both John Cena and Edge rose to main event greatness in their long feud against each other. The feud got kickstarted when Edge crashed in his Money in the Bank suitcase at a New Year's Revolution pay-per-view. It extended for multiple months through one-on-one matches and an epic tables, ladders, and chairs match at the Unforgiven pay-per-view. These stars continued to feud in the years that followed, including a last man standing match at the 2009 Backlash main event. The anonymous Raw GM. The role of the Raw GM has always been filled with surprises. Hello, Eric Bischoff. But nothing was more intriguing and dragged out than the anonymous Raw GM. For over a year, the anonymous GM would send messages from a laptop computer as Michael Cole read them aloud. The real person behind the GM was never revealed, but it was joked that Hornswoggle was the one sending the messages the whole time. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Many people remember Triple H and Shawn Michaels for their time together in DX, but from 2002 until 2004, they were involved in a bitter rivalry. It started with an unsanctioned street fight at SummerSlam and led to an Elimination Chamber match, a bloody 3 stages of hell battle, a last man standing match, a WrestleMania 20 main event, and it eventually culminated in a 47-minute Hell in a Cell match that Triple H won. The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know a feud is epic when it involves the two competitors going at it for 3 WrestleMania main event matches. The Rock and Stone Cold started their in-ring rivalry over the Intercontinental Championship. It slowly progressed to the WWE title, where they battled over it for several years. Stone Cold has 2 WrestleMania victories over the Great One, but The Rock did send Austin into his official retirement match for their last Mania together. The WrestleMania streak. No WWE story has lasted as long as The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, lasting for more than 20 years and reaching an impressive 21 straight victories. The streak started out with little fanfare and then transformed into one of the most hotly anticipated matches on the card. Sadly, the streak came to an end when Brock Lesnar defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. This started an extended rivalry of its very own. The evolution of The Shield. Originally just mercenaries for CM Punk and Paul Heyman, The Shield evolved into one of the most dominant factions in the WWE. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose spent many years defeating WWE superstars like The Undertaker, John Cena, and Randy Orton. Once the group disbanded, the evolution of The Shield was not over. If they weren't battling each other, they were constantly forming mini reunions like the triple powerbomb they all delivered at the 2016 Survivor Series. Austin versus McMahon. You cannot talk about WWE rivalries without mentioning Austin versus McMahon. It was a simple story of a disgruntled employee confronting his boss and turned into one of the main highlights of the Attitude Era. Austin stunned McMahon countless times, filled his car with cement, and even held him hostage with a fake gun. One of their most memorable bouts was a steel cage match at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre pay-per-view, where Austin beat the boss senseless to the delight of fans. Those were some of the incredible rivalries and storylines. What were some of your favorites? What ones dragged on just a little too long? Who should have been the anonymous Raw GM? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to the Sportster on YouTube.